What's up, Nets fans? What's up, Nets fans? It's your boy Mizzle, and I am back. Yes, I know it's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you. Y'all know the rest, man. But your boy, we had to do revamping. We had to do some thinking. We had to do some load management. Dog, I got a lot going on in my life, and sometimes I just can't get to it. But when I could get to it, we could talk some Nets. I think the last game I talked about was the Thunder game. And since then, we were still losing. But then we won some games. I believe the Atlanta game, the Heat game, which was a good win for us as well. Shout out to that. Shout out to Kyrie for coming back. Kyrie Irving is back. And for 2 out of the first 3 games that he was back, he looked amazing. You know what I mean? But we're going to get to that later. What I'm going to get to right now is the loss that we suffered yesterday. As a matter of fact, we had a back-to-back loss. We lost at home against the Utah Jazz. Kyrie was stellar in that game. 32 points, 11 assists, 12 and 19 shooting. Caliente, shout out to you, giving Kyrie a lot of love because a little bit later, we got to get to you, Kyrie. And then we lost to these guys, the Sixers. We had that game, 3 quarters, 4th quarter we lost. What else is new, guys? First thing we're gonna do is get inside these mathematics, all right? And the first number we're gonna talk about is 60% rather. 60%. Can you guys guess what 60% represents? If you're Nets fans, you should know what 60% represents. But I'm gonna assume that you're not a Nets fan. I'm gonna tell you, 60% represents free throw shooting last night. 18 for 30. You know, what the crazy thing is, the Sixers, they also shot a horrible percentage, I believe 64%. That's horrible. That is not NBA quality free throw shooting on both sides. But they shot a horrible 64%, and we still got beat by them by 4%, which shouldn't happen. And it's pretty much the reason why we lost the game. How do we go to the line 30 times? 30 times and lose the game? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Y'all don't play Utah. When I was young coming up, I'm from Brooklyn. Obviously, we all know this. We used to play a little game called Utah. In other places, they call it 21 or something, whatever. Anyway, the reason for me telling you this is that in that little game right there was one man against everybody else, and the way that you made your points was shooting free throws. Apparently, kids aren't playing this anymore. All these NBA players, I don't understand why your free throw shooting is so horrendous. It sucks. I don't understand it, but forget the NBA players. Let's talk about us. Listen, the Nets have been shooting 69.1% in the last 12 games. I got that number and that number from the post-game report. It was really bad. 69%, 69.1%. I mean, that is really, really, really bad, guys. You're not gonna win if you don't hit free throws. I'm not gonna talk too much on that, but it's just mathematics. Unless you got like a dominant force like Shaq, in which case you don't really need him to hit free throws because it's gonna give you like 40 and 20. But we don't got that. No free throws. So that's the first number. The next number that we're gonna talk about is 62. 62. Now what does that number represent? That number represents the point pace that we allowed the Sixers to have. Usually, you guys know I like this stat a lot. Paints points in the paint. I like that number a lot because it lets me know what we're doing and we're not relying on threes. But this time it wasn't us. We allowed them to have all the paint points in the world, which is 62. We only have 46, which sucks. We usually beat our opponent in that category. You guys watch the show, you know that. And we apparently just let them, and that just lets us know about our interior defense. Now, granted, we did lose DJ. Prayer hands for DJ. Get well soon, my friend. We gonna need you. But that is no excuse. That is no excuse. I don't care. I don't care if we lost DJ. That's no excuse. You can't allow all those points in the paint. I'm gonna stop with that one because it seems to be getting me tongue twisted. Let's get to the next number. The next number that we're gonna be talking about is 1. Yep, 1. We're gonna keep talking about our defense, and that 1 represents how many blocks we have. You guys watch the show. You guys watch Inside the Mathematics. You know that there has been times where I've highlighted 1 block before. This is not the first time we've had 1 block in a game, but I'm gonna keep highlighting every time we have 1 block in a game, especially if the other team is gonna have 11. Their best defender, or rim protector I should say, because they got some good defenders over there. Their best rim protector, Joel Embiid, did not play yesterday. Somehow, some way, they got 11 blocks, and we got 1 block. And guess who got the block? Kyrie Irving. Nobody over 6'2" got a block. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Guys, I don't know what to do. Those are your Inside the Mathematics. All right, Nets fans. I remember right before I took this little hiatus, I was saying that we're not going to highlight any Hoopers of the night in these losses because those losses were consecutive. But then we won a couple of games. I think that's literally a couple of games, right? We won a couple of games. Kyrie came back. Things started to look a little bit better. So I said, you know what? I'm going to highlight a Hooper of the night tonight. And I'll highlight Kyrie once again. The night before against the Utah Jazz, Kyrie had 32 points, 11 assists. He shot 12 for 19. He was stellar. The game he came back against the Atlanta Hawks, he had 21 points, 10 of 11 shooting, his first game back. All right? All the love to Kyrie. Okay? Now, let's get to tonight's Hooper of the night. Tonight's Hooper of the night is none other than my G, Dinwiddie. Yeah, I said it backwards. Everybody knows he's my G. You do not say the Dinwiddie without the my G. He had a great game, man. He balled out. He had he had 26 points, 8 for 16 shooting. We love that. 50%, we love that. What we don't love is the 3 for 8 from downtown. He had it going in the beginning and then not too much. 2 rebounds, we won at least 5. Okay, try to get us 5 next time. 8 assists, love that. What else did he do here? He was only a -1. He balled out. Let's see, any defensive numbers? No defensive numbers? Come on, Dinwiddie. You still my G. You still get Hooper tonight. Shout out to you. Great job, great work, Dinwiddie. Oh no, let me do an honorable mention real quick. Taurean Prince and Jared Allen. You guys played great. Jared Allen 17 and 10. Could have used the block. And Taurean Prince 15 with 7 rebounds, 3 steals. need some assists there, buddy. And he shot 3 for 4 from downtown. Jared Allen, 7 for 8. Shout out to y'all. Now, let's get to Waste Man of the night. It pains me. You see how this is building up, right? It pains me to do this. It pains me to do this because we were waiting for you for so long. But Kyrie Irving, you get that Waste Man of the night. That's right, there are no biases here. No biases. Kyrie Irving, let's see these wasteful numbers, man. Come on, man. And listen, guys, we all know I'm being a little bit funny with this. Kyrie's coming back from a long time. His shoulders killing him. Yeah, we get it. Kyrie doesn't make excuses for himself, so I'm not going to make an excuse for Kyrie. You see how that works? That's right. So we're not going to make any excuses for Kyrie because he wouldn't make any excuses for himself. However, these numbers are glaring. That's a little foreshadowing, brother. They'll talk about you in the end with all this glaring stuff, right? He had 14 points, 6 for 21 shooting. Disgusting! That is horrible. 6 for 21 shooting, 1 for 2 from downtown. We'll take that 50%. 1 for 2 from the free throw line as well. Nah, we can't take that, Kyrie. Especially one of those free throws was kind of clutch at the end of the game. There, we needed that. 6 rebounds, great job rebounding. 4 assists, 2 steals, yes. 1 block, yes, we like that. But this is the glaring stat right here, and it's a minus 29 on the court. When he was on the court, minus 20. We didn't lose by 29 points. I don't even understand this thing. Minus 29. You took away 29 points from us somehow, some way. I know that's not how that works, but I'm making jokes. What? Minus 29? What is that? Kyrie, man, come on, baby. Come on, man. We all know, you're getting back, your shoulder, we get it. Yes, your shooting shoulder, your right shoulder, we get it. But you can't have performances like that and then have the post game comments that you had, talking about, it's glaring that we need another piece and all that. No. We didn't need another piece to win that game. All we needed was you to play right, and we would have won that game. We didn't need another piece that game. Utah, you played phenomenally. If other people played right, we would have won that game. So, I don't know. Not a fan of the post-game comments. Kyrie is obviously top 10 NBA player. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. He's phenomenal. He had a bad night. He had a rough night. And that's why he got waste man. He was a waste, my friend. Nothing I could do. I'm not biased. I got to call it like I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it, bro. You feel me? That's it. All right, Nets fans, a couple of things to take away from this game. Once again, we couldn't put our foot on their neck, close the game out. This is nothing new. Other thing we could take away, DJ. Like I said, get better. Had we had DJ, maybe the game goes a different way. Maybe we win that one. It was close. It'd be a little bit different. Maybe we have more points in the paint. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll have another block or two. Who knows? But we gotta get prepared to not be with DJ for a little bit because I think it's dislocated, and I don't see that being a day-to-day process. I see that being something that's going to take some weeks at least. So we got problems. You know what I mean? Because DJ, not only is he a great rebounder, his defense is suspect. You know, it's not the old DJ that used to be flying and getting blocks. He's not the same guy. But he does rebound that ball. He does rebound that ball. And we're definitely gonna miss that. Another thing is Kyrie, his post-game comments. Kyrie, these are the type of things that that make people think you're this, that, and the third. And you know what? I like your attitude. F everybody else. Forget them. You feel me? Like, be you. Act the way you act. You feel me? Nobody wants another version of you. You be who you are. Now, at the end of the day, when you say stuff like that, you kind of like, oh, we're going to need something. What are you talking about the summer for? We're in January, bro. Oh, we're going to need to make some moves in the summertime like dogs. What are you talking about? Ain't no moves in the summertime and all that. Nobody should be talking about none of that right now in January. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you be you, man. You know, but don't say things that's gonna really kind of, you know, dismantle the team and dismantle the team chemistry. You know what I mean? Yeah, Kyrie, try to, you know, stay away from those type of comments if you can. Like I said, you're gonna be you anyway. But try to stay away from those type of comments because it doesn't help the team now. You don't need to talk about the summertime. We already know they're gonna do all that, whatever they're gonna need. We don't need to talk about that. It's glaring and all that. You know what I mean? Chill. You know, like a great philosopher once said, my man Nori from Drink Champs, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, Kyrie. You got to relax. You're gonna be alright. And that's fast. Y'all gotta do the same. We're gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. It's a tough stretch. We're playing a whole bunch of hard teams right now. Remember when we had the easy cupcake teams and we was beating up on them? And then for some reason we couldn't beat up on them no more? Now we got Kyrie, so hopefully we're gonna have a stretch of cupcake teams and we're gonna get right back on them now. Alright. I'm done with this game. I'm washing my hands of it. Now, let's get to the next game. And it is, boom! The Milwaukee Bucks, they come into town. They come to Brooklyn. That's the best team in the league. Best team in the league, man. Best team in the league. And Kyrie doesn't particularly play well against them. So, I don't really see a W, guys. I don't like to call wins or losses. I don't really foresee a W, so I'm going to relax with that one. I ask you guys to do the same. Relax. You know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know. I don't see a W there. And that game against Milwaukee is at 6 p.m. Saturday, 1/18. That's January 18th. It will be at 6 p.m. Will you guys be watching? I'm gonna be watching. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you feel about Kyrie's comments. Let me know how you feel about the Nets overall. Please leave us some comments. And you guys, sometimes you guys forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Put your notifications on so you can get notifications every time we drop. And yeah, don't forget to follow us on the gram too. We got great content on the gram, man. Great content at BK Netswork. Guys, I'm tired. As you guys can see, I'm a little out of it today. Forgive me. The energy will return when the W's return. Okay? That's the way I feel. Alright, guys. No more time. We don't do the chant when we lose.